All. I'm a few minutes early, but I thought I would jump on because I could see a few of you are already in here chatting on YouTube. So, good morning, Margaret, Daryl, Lorraine, welcome. Jill, good morning. Lorraine said, good morning, Donna, Theo, and everyone, but Theo's missing in action. The crafty cat's not in the house today. Um, he's actually out on my recliner chair, quite happy, quite relaxed, having a lovely time, as cats do. I mean, they have the life, don't they? I remember my mother saying, if I ever come back in a second life, I want to come back as a cat. And I can understand why. They definitely have the life. So, welcome. My name is Donna Gray, and I'm a Stamping Up demonstrator from the Scenic Rim in Queensland. And I love sharing my love for crafting with others. And we have so much going on right at this very moment, which is really, really it's an amazing time to be shopping. It's an amazing time to be joining Stampin' Up and enjoying getting your products at a better value as well. So good morning. We've got Anne has joined. Good morning, Anne, from I think you're from Bribie Island, aren't you, Anne? Matthew, welcome. Julie from Victoria, welcome. Lovely to see you all. So I have an exciting, fun card to show you today. I'm really excited about this card. I'm concentrating on a lot of the sale items. So in case you didn't know, we have a massive sale that's happening right at this very moment. So Stampin' Up, when we have the end of a catalog and the beginning of a new catalog coming, that at the end of the catalog, the last month before those catalogs actually finish, they actually have what they call a last chance product sale. So the last chance product sale means that some things are up to 60% off, which is a real saving. But I need to talk to you about saving and how you can get even more for your money than just purchasing the sale products at the sale price. So any of the sale items can actually be put into a starter kit. Now you may say, I don't know whether I want to join Stampin' Up. I don't know. It's a little bit too I'm not sure. I don't know whether it's the right thing for me. So I'm here to say to you that I had those same feelings when I actually, before I joined Stampin' Up, for 2 whole years before I joined Stampin' Up, several times I actually went in to the joining process, and it scared me that I was getting into something that I didn't want to get into. It scared me that I was getting into a business. It scared me that people were going to make me do things that I didn't want to do. And it actually scared me that I was going to get involved in something that I felt like there was going to be pressure. And man, was I wrong. I was totally wrong. When I finally decided to take the plunge nearly 8 years ago, I had no idea what Stampin' Up was going to bring to my life. And I can honestly tell you, it has totally changed my life. And when I say it's totally changed my life, I wasn't going to run it as a business. I was just going to enjoy the discount, which many of my team do. And I wanted to say that many of my team actually enjoy the discount. They don't actually join to build a team or to run it as a business or hold classes or demonstrate. So the beauty of Stampin' Up is we all join the same way, and it's what we put into it is what we get out of it. So my attitude was really, and how I've actually looked at it since I've been a part of Stampin' Up, when I realized that there is no pressure, and that you can wholly and solely join and you can buy just for yourself. So what I wanted to say is no one chases you for money. So you purchase the starter kit, and why they call it a starter kit, it is the start of something special. So when I say the start of something special, it is the start of you being a part of a crafty community. It is the start of you meeting crafty friends all over the world. It is the start of you creating a hobby or enriching a hobby, and it's the start of you getting your products at so much better value than any other way of buying your products. So how it works is anything that is on sale at the moment. So we have the last chance sale. We've got things that are up to 60% off. The stamp and the dies that I'm using today, they've been massively reduced. And that's why I decided to do a little bit of a farewell to them. It's one of the stamps that has been a total favorite of mine for a long, long time. Ever since it came out, it was one of the first things on my wish list when it came out. But any of those things can be added into a starter kit. So with things that are reduced in price, you can actually add them to a starter kit and get them even cheaper. Then once you're a part of my crafty community, you can then place further orders this month, and anything that's on sale, if something is 60% off, you are going to get 20% extra on top of that 60% off savings. You're going to get 80% off certain products that are on sale. So I just wanted to, I've created a QR code so it's really easy for you to actually start the joining process. Now, if you are not familiar with QR codes, all you need to do is have a smartphone and you open up the camera and you actually point the camera at that QR code that's right on my screen right now. So that will actually take you straight to the joining process, which is super, super fun. And I'm actually going to step through a little bit about how it works and how easy it is to do. So first of all, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take my phone and I'm going to open up the camera and I'm going to scan that QR code, and a little yellow um, thing pops up. Now, it just told me that someone scanned my QR code. Now I'm going to change my screen to show you what actually happened when I scanned that QR code on my phone. Okay, so it scanned my QR code and then it just said, join our creative community. Now, all I've got to do is type in my email there. So I'm going to type in stamping with DonnaG at gmail.com. Okay, so I'm just going to type that in. Now, if I've actually used that email with Stampin' Up, so it's actually recognized that I've used the email with Stampin' Up. So if you've actually purchased with Stampin' Up before, you will actually have a password for your online purchasing that you would have done when you created an account with Stampin' Up. So what I'm actually going to do now is I'm just going to type in my password. And when I type in that password, it will actually open up that joining process. So let's type in my password. And I just took it off my screen so you don't see me typing in the password. Okay, so let's go back to my camera again so we can see that. Okay, so I've typed in my password. Now, can you see how easy this is? It tells us step by step how to do it. It says starter kit, select products, enroll. That's as simple as it is, honestly. So when I say continue, it says select products. So first of all, it's going to give you, it's going to cost you $169 for the starter kit, but it's going to give you a business pack. Now, everyone gets that business pack. It costs you nothing. What you will get is 8 catalogs for free. And you'll also get some order forms and you'll get some invitations. So now what you do is you just select your products. So when I click that select products are all going to come up of what I can select. Okay. So I just can scroll through. I can choose whatever I'm going to choose for my $235 worth of product. And then I just click continue and I go on to the next section. It is super, super easy. So I just wanted to explain that that's how that QR code on the screen works. So if you click on that QR code that's there, okay, where it says join my team and be a part of my crafty community. I can tell you, you will absolutely love it, and you will think, why did I not do this before? Now, I'll take the QR code away. I know that some people might want to have a look at that later. I'll take it away, and we will put it up on the screen a little bit later for some people that might be joining a little bit later. Okay, but I can tell you, you will not regret it, and you will be able to get all of the awesome sale products in your starter kit. Okay, so today I'm actually going to be using the stamp set that is called Dainty Delight, and I'm also going to use the Dainty Delight dies. I'm going to do a little bit of a watercolor background, and I'm going to do a bit of a silhouette type of thing, which is a great way of using this stamp set. I can tell you it is gorgeous. I have used it for scrapbooking. I have used it for creating gorgeous cards. It is honestly, the dies are beautiful, and the actual stamp set is stunning. You can do, I actually did it. I had a craft show that I exhibited at, a 5-day craft show, and I used it as my make and take, and everyone fell in love with the stamp set because it is such a beautiful set. So let's pop the camera down at the moment, and we will get into crafting with this gorgeous set. So as you can see, it's got beautiful florals, okay? So great lined images, and really, I mean, exactly what it says, Dainty Delight. They're such dainty, beautiful flowers. And that's what I think has really captured the simple fact of this stamp set. The beautiful dainty flowers are gorgeous, and stamped in black over colored backgrounds is fantastic. Hello, you're in Redcliffe today, Anne. Well, are you visiting your daughter? Okay, so now as you can see, I've used these dies, and I've had these dies out and have been using them, but they are stunning dies. Now this one here, for a start, if you are a scrapbooker, popping that when you've got a photo mat, and then you're popping that as an embellishment down around the corner of a photo, a matted photo, is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so we've got the beautiful dies that go with it. So I'm going to create a more like a silhouette type of card today, and we are going to have some fun with this. All right, so I'm thinking that I'm going to bring in a new one of the in colors. So I'm thinking I'm going to bring in the gorgeous peach pie. So this is one of our new in colors that we have, that is coming in our new catalog. Now, if you decide to purchase the starter kit anytime during the month of April, you can actually purchase these new in colors. So you can actually pop them in your starter kit, or you can actually create another order as soon as you've joined and get them with 20% discount off. So the starter kit, you get to choose $235 worth of product, and you only pay $169. So straight away there, you're getting a discount saving. Now, some people that don't have a die cutting machine, some people actually use the starter kit to put our cut and emboss machine in. Now, our big cut and emboss machine is $223 worth of value, and you will only pay $169 for a cut and die, cut and emboss machine. So that is the best way to actually utilize your starter kit if you don't have a cut and emboss machine. But if you do have a cut and emboss machine, then you can definitely put all of the sale items in, or any of the annual catalog, the brand new annual catalog pre-order products. All right, so I think I'm going to do a white card base. So I'm just going to bring in some thick basic white, which is that one there, and we'll cut a card base. I'm going to use the peach pie as my color that I'm going to be creating with. So hang on, I just need to pop my little face down in the corner so you can all see me crafting away. There we go. You need to see my little face pop up in the little bottom corner there. All right, so I'm going to first of all cut a card base of 5 3/4 inches by 8 inches my regular card base. And as I said, I do have a video that shows you how to cut your card bases and layers perfect every single time. So head on over to my YouTube channel and check out those beginner crafter videos. I can honestly tell you, even if you've been crafting for a while, sometimes the beginner crafting videos really actually, sometimes you learn things that you actually probably never ever had anyone tell you, or you may have struggled with. You can learn things in those beginner crafter videos. So I've just cut a 5.5 by 3 3/4 inch for my front layer there. Now, the next thing that I want to do is I want to pop a white layer on there. So let's grab, and I've got some watercolor paper here that I'm actually going to create a little feature on the front. So just let me grab some basic white now to cut a layer for the front and a layer for the inside. So for my inside layer, I always do the same as my colored layer here. So I'm going to do it 5.5 by 3 3/4. Okay, so that's my insert layer. So the next one for the top, I'm going to drop it down by 1/8 of an inch. So I'm actually going to take it to 5 3/8 of an inch and 3 5/8. So 5 3/8 and 3 5/8, and that's going to give me a piece on the top. Okay, now I am actually going to emboss this top. Now, I'm hopefully going to be able to find this embossing folder. There's an embossing folder that is going, and it has been reduced, and I didn't actually get the price. So what I want to tell you, I'll tell you the prices of the stamp set, and oh, it is here. Okay, so the quarter foil embossing folder is also going to be retired. So the price on the stamp set, so the stamp was $44 and it's now $22, so it's half price, okay? And the Dainty Delight dies were $63 and they're now $31.50. So they're 50% off the stamp, 50% off the die. Now to get that special price, so it works out $53.50 to get the whole bundle, which is probably the cheapest bundle with a set of dies that you will ever buy in your life. So $53.50 is an awesome price, but you need to order them separately, okay? So you actually need to order the stamp set on its own and the dies on their own. I actually don't think they're in a bundle anyway, I don't think, but you need to order them separately. So you need to go in, order the Dainty Delight stamp, and you'll get it for $22. Order the Dainty Delight dies, and you'll get those for $31.50. So for $53.50, you're going to get the whole. You're going to get the whole bundle, which is really awesome. Now I'm going to use the quarter foil tile embossing folder. This one here is gorgeous. So I'm going to emboss my white layer just to oh, you ordered them, Lorraine? Well done. Well done. So I'm going to use the embossing folder just to add a bit of texture in the background. And I'm also going to, I've got my watercolor paper there. I'm just going to check out the price on the quarter foil because I do know that it is reduced. Oh, don't tell me it's gone. Tile. Let's try tile and see if it comes up. I know it is there. Quarter foil tile embossing folder is $11.72. So it's been reduced from $16.75 to $11.72. I did know that it was on sale. So $11.72 for that, which is a pretty good bargain too for an embossing folder. All right, so let's bring in our cut and emboss machine. Now, this one is a thin one, so you can feel that it's a thin one. Let me show you a thick one so you can see the difference. Okay, can you see the difference between those two? The thick one here is like nearly double the thickness of the thin one, okay? So the reason that you need to know that is because we have a different combination when we go to emboss. So because it's a thin one, as I explained yesterday in my video, here on our base plate number 1, it tells us the combination of our plates here that we need to use for a thin embossing folder. So using with standard embossing folders, which the quarter foil is a standard embossing folder, we need to use base plate number 1, which we have the numbers on our plates. So we need to use base plate number 1. We also need to do a number 3, okay, number 3 underneath. We're then going to place our cardstock. Now, every time you use our embossing folders, if you see the Stampin' Up emblem and it's facing up towards you, you've got the right side of the embossing folder up. Okay, so if you see that facing up, that is the right side. Now they have this awesome black line along here for you to be able to line your cardstock up to get it nice and straight, so that when the pattern is on your embossed piece, it's going to be nice and straight. So now what we're going to do is we're going to place that down onto our platform with the fold going to go through the rollers of our cut and emboss machine first. And then the major thing to remember is to definitely put your other plate on top. So your number 3 plate on top. Now make sure that you've got them nice and straight, and then you just roll that through, and it's going to give us a gorgeous embossed layer. Now Carol told us what the pattern was on material yesterday for the sewers. If there's any sewers on here today, what is the pattern called when you have a pattern on a bit of material? Because I was going to say my mother was a sewer and she loves running things through the embossing machine because she's like, oh my God, it reminds me of material with a pattern on it. But a raised pattern, okay, or an embroidered pattern. But there is a name for it. I kept saying nap and she said, no, that's just texture. But anyway. All right, so I've now embossed that layer that's going to go on my peach pie layer. So let's just adhere that. Jill said that she's a binge watcher of my videos. She is. She's been binge watching all of my videos. Okay, so as I said, this Dainty Delight is on sale and it's a great bargain. So if you haven't got it and it's been on your wish list, my suggestion is jump in, people, as soon as you can, because lots of things went yesterday. I was amazed at how many things disappeared from our online store yesterday in the sale. So there's lots of people that are eager and have been awaiting this sale. All right, so we had that done. I'm going to then fold it over. I'm going to fold my card base over. Okay. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is I've got that as more or less, I'm going to pop my white piece in here. You all know I do that. Pop my white piece in there so that I'm ready to do my insert. Now I've got my card base and my layers all sorted. Now, when it comes to card making, a lot of people say to me, how do you know how to design things? Where do you come up with it? The first thing I work out is brocade. There you go. Suzanne said it. Brocade. There you go. So that's the pattern on a material. And I think that is what Carol said yesterday as well. When you actually are creating a card, you need to work out, first of all, your color scheme, the stamp and the dies that you're going to use and your color scheme. And then you're going to work out what color you're going to do your card base, what color you're going to do your contrast layer. So the contrast layer is the peach pie around there. So my thought process was peach pie is going to be my contrast color. So I'm going to do everything with white, but then throw in a little bit of peach pie every now and then. Okay, so now what I actually want to do is I want to create a little feature on the front here. I want to do a little bit of watercoloring, but I also just want to create a little feature that we're going to do a watercolor wash. Then we're going to have a silhouette as the background, and we'll go from there. So mainly watercolor paper is really, it's perfect for creating watercolor backgrounds. When you're using watercolor, you can use normal basic white. Everyone asks me that, can I use normal basic white? And the answer is yes. The difference is you're probably not going to get as good an effect as what you would if you used watercolor paper. All right, so I'm just going to cut that one at 2 3/4 inches. So I want a feature to go on the front. I want to cut it smaller than that. I think I might do it 2 3/4. Let me see what 4.5 looks like. 4.5 might be still too big. No, I think that's going to be quite good. Okay, so I've got 2 3/4 inches by 4.5 inches. So I've still got a lot left on my watercolor paper. So watercolor paper, I use sparingly because I mean, it comes in a pack, but if you're going to use a whole layer as the front of your card, you're going to use one whole sheet of this. So I actually always like to try and get a couple of cards out of one sheet of the watercolor paper. All right, so I've got that. So now I need to have a contrasting layer that's going to go in behind here. So because I did it 2 3/4 inches by 4.5, I'm going to do it 2 7/8 by 4 5/8. And that's just giving me a 1/8 of an inch border all the way around to get that happening there. Okay. Now, so once you actually learn how I create those layers, you can do it with your crafting any way you want. If you have a strip of cardstock that you want to put a layer in behind, you just add 1/8 of an inch on to the measurement of that one that you've got on top, or the other way around. If you've got a strip of cardstock, then you're going to drop it down 1/8 of an inch smaller. So 1/8 of an inch. And if you want the border all the way around, you drop it down 1/8 of an inch smaller on the side measurement. And you also drop it down 1/8 of an inch on the height measurement as well. Okay. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my water painters and I'm going to grab a piece of my paper towel. Now you can use your chamois for this, but I just use a piece of paper kitchen towel. Okay, and I'm just going to, as you can see, I've used my aqua painter with, just going to squeeze the water to get it to come out. It's going to come out. There we go. Just going to make sure I clean it a bit so that I make sure I don't have any of that residue from the last time I used it. So once you get it that it's quite clean, which that is, I'm then going to take my peach pie ink pad and I'm going to create a watercolor wash on the back on this background piece. Now, I do actually like to wet it a little bit. So using a bit of water and wet it so that we get it a little bit damp before we start adding our ink. And the reason why I do that, watercolor paper is designed to let the ink spread really, really well on your paper. So then I'm going to add a little bit of water here, and then I'm just going to add a little wash in behind here. Okay, so this is as easy as it is. Like, honestly, there is not a lot to creating a watercolor wash in the background. And easy as. Okay, now with watercolor paper, you can do so much with the watercolor paper. So I can squeeze out and get a fair bit of that out and just have plain water, and I can take color away by doing that, or I can blur the edges. Okay, so lots that you can do with watercolor paper. It's very, very forgiving. It allows you to do a lot more with moving your color around. And as I said, remember, wipe out your ink pad once you've actually used it with water in there. Okay, so we have that ready to go. So we've got our layers, we've got our watercolor wash. I'm going to hit that with the heat tool just to dry it off. Actually, I'm going to work out, I want to use some of these dies, and I sort of wanted to do a little bit like a silhouette type of thing. This one's probably going to be too big. Oh, no, it is going to work. So we could actually do that. I thought I could cut it out of black cardstock and do a real silhouette look. And I do actually want to stamp with these stamps because the stamp is a gorgeous look. I want to actually use, I think I want to use this one. Okay, I'm going to use this one, but then I'm going to cut the tail off this because I want this to actually probably sit on here. Okay, anyway, we're gonna work it out. Let's cut this out of actually, you know what? I could cut it out of the peach. Let's do that. I sort of have a thought process happening here. All right, so let's cut it out of our peach pie. We'll cut it out of peach pie. We'll also cut it out of black and see what we want to do. All right, so let's bring in our cut and emboss machine again. Okay. So this time, because we're actually cutting with the cut and emboss machine, we are going to change up our combination of plates once again. Okay, and you'll see that my cutting plate, I always keep one that's going to be my bottom one. Okay, so my cutting plate on the bottom, I always keep one that I cut into quite a bit, and then I try to keep one that's not so cut into on the top. Sometimes when you flip it, sometimes you end up with it not so good on the top as well. But what I do is I keep one as my cutting pad on the bottom, and then what I do is I replace that when it gets really bad. Then the top one goes to the bottom and I bring a new one on. So I have a lot of people ask me questions about that all the time, but that's actually how I do it, for the simple fact of they get very cut up and they get very marked when you use them on the bottom. So I like to just keep one for the bottom. All right. Hello, I can see there's quite a few of you joining, so welcome. Please feel free to share this video onto your Facebook. Look at that die. Isn't it just gorgeous? So I've got one in the peach pie. Now I think I want to do one in black. So I'm just going to grab a piece of black. Hopefully I've got some here. Yes, I do. I don't know whether I want to use the black, whether I want to use the peach pie, whether I want to use a combination of both. Sometimes in the design process, people just cut a few and see what goes and see what you like. All right. So we now have the black one in it. And I like to just hit them on my die cutting machine like that. And you'll find that they come out, they release out of the die really easily when you do that. Now there's a few little pieces that you need to cut out. Look at that one. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, if you are wanting to just shop any of these sale products, you can click that QR code. Where are we? Up here. You can click that QR code and that will actually take you straight to my online store. Now, I also have a link in the show more box down below on YouTube and also in the description of this video. I have a link to all of the sale items because everyone says, I want to just know what's on sale. So I do have a link in that and it says the last chance products sale. So if you actually click on that link, it will take you straight through to all of those sales products. Okay. Now, I do want to stamp with this. Now, I don't know whether I want to stamp tone on tone, whether I want to do, so I need a bit of help here. Do I want to stamp this in peach pie and then put a black piece over? Or do I want to stamp it in black and put these two pieces over? What do I want to do? I want to have that happening. Okay, so type it into the comments. Do we want to silver foil cardstock would be nice with it as well? Yes. Stamp in peach pie. Okay, let me tell. So Carol says stamp in peach pie. I just want you to all chime in and let me know what you think. Stamp in peach pie. Do we stamp it in black? Black ink peach pie die cut. The peach pie ink and black and background will be lost. Okay, so Card Crazed thinks black ink and put the peach pie on top. Black stands out better. I'm talking about the stamp image here. Okay, so what are we going to stamp in? Black. Lynn's telling me stamp in peach pie. Carol's telling me stamp in peach pie. Black ink, peach pie die. Peach pie, peach pie, peach pie. You've all confused me now. Let's start that again. Type it the way that Xana typed it. Black ink, peach pie die. Black ink. Stamp with peach pie. Black ink. Is that what you're all telling me? Black ink. Hey, Michelle. Black ink. Black ink, says Suzanne. Card Craze, black ink is my vote again. All right. I think it sounds like black ink is going to be, I'm stamping peach pie, black ink, peach pie die cut. Okay. Well, once we stamp in black ink, we can make the decision of what die cut's going to go over the top anyway. All right. So I'm going to hit that with a bit of heat because it is still a little bit wet. So let's grab my heat tool and we'll hit it with a bit of heat. Janice is saying actually black ink, peach pie die cut. Black ink, peach pie die cut. Both. Julie, you're always sitting on the fence. You make me laugh. When Julie can't make a decision, she just says both. we could stamp with both. Black ink, stamp, peach pie die cut. Okay, so it seems like you all want me to stamp in black ink. All right. So I just wanted to dry that a little bit. Now, I'm okay if it's not totally dry and the actual stamp bleeds a little bit. I think it adds to character. So I'm okay if that happens. If you want your lined image to definitely not bleed, definitely stay very, very lined and not move, you could use our black Stays On ink if you wanted to. I just don't like using Stays On ink with my stamps because it stains my stamps. It's a permanent ink and it stains my stamps. So I prefer to just use my Memento. All right, so I'm just going to stamp that straight down onto that. Now I'm just going to hold it there for a little while. I'm going to press really well to make sure that I've got it stamped really well, trying not to rock the block because we don't want halos. Yeah, I don't like using black ink. Jeanette saying, and we all know how much Donna likes using black ink. I do not. Christine saying, I don't like Stays On ink. No, me either. I'm not a black ink lover. I end up with it everywhere. It's just what happens. But I do have Stays On, but I very rarely use it. Yeah. I bring it out if I have to, only if I have to. Okay. And there we have our gorgeous stamped image. All right. Now, are we going to do that or are we going to do that over the top? Stays On ink smells. I actually like the smell of Stays On ink, Card Crazed. I really do. I love the smell of Stays On ink. Now, ultimately, I would have used my Memento and I would have used, obviously, our Stamparatus, but we don't have a Stamparatus anymore. Offset black and peach die cuts? Yeah, I think so too. I'm thinking that we could use both of them. Don't you think? You don't like how Stays On marks the stamps. Yeah, me either, Carol, and that's why I don't use it. Yeah, definitely. Carol, I need to talk to you. Can you please message me after I jump off this video, because I have a lady that is looking for a crafty community to come to classes. So I just need to chat with you after I've been talking to a friend of mine. Do black and then the other on top. Okay, I can do that. We can do black and then the other one on top. I can do that. Definitely use both dies. I think both is really good too. All right. So now I got rave reviews over my my little glue hack the other day, and I had people reaching out to me and asking me questions about my glue hack. Hang on, before I do that, I'll actually just add this one to our peach pie layer. Do you clean stamps? Yes, Michelle. Yes, I still don't like it. I don't like using Stays On stamp cleaner either. I hate it. It's just messy and it's, yeah. I'm not a lover of black, put it that way. And even when I do stamping and coloring, I actually use basic gray. So yeah, I'm not a fond lover of black, but there are times that we use black. And even with Memento, sometimes Memento, it can smudge really easily. So sometimes I end up with black everywhere, but, oh, and there, look, see, smudge, black on the top. It's happened already. And where's my sand eraser? I had it out here the other day. Oh, there it is. I just put black on the top. Somehow, I probably put my finger in it and there's black on there already, but we will get it off with my sand eraser. The mono sand eraser is fantastic for if you put a smudge somewhere, you can actually get it off with the sand eraser, which is really, really, and it's gone. And there's a little bit down here too. We'll get rid of that too. We don't want to wreck the card with yucky black smudges. All right, done. All right, now this is my glue hack, and I've been doing this for years. Like, I honestly have been doing this for years, and it's the best way of getting glue onto an intricate die cut piece. So we're going to do the black first. So I'm going to squeeze my glue onto my silicone craft sheet. Now, we sell these silicone craft sheets. Now, the question was to me the other day, and I can't believe, well, I mean, I suppose, yes. This is actually just a bathroom sponge. You can physically buy them for $3 at the supermarket. Okay. The sand eraser on eBay, Anne. Yep. So this is actually, you can buy the sand eraser. It's called Mono Sand Eraser. Yep. And you can buy them on eBay. So this is actually just one of those bath sponges that you can buy. They come in like a rectangle with rounded ends, and they're about yay thick. And I just cut triangles out of it. I physically just cut into it with my scissors and cut triangles and then stick it into an office clip. Okay, so what we do is we have our glue in a bunch like that. So we get it on our sponge and we just sponge it over the back of our die cut. Now, this is the best and the easiest way of getting ink onto a die cut and then putting them onto your project without you getting ink all over you. And bam, you can glue it down. So much better, honestly. It's better than using adhesive sheets. I can tell you it works so much better. So I'm going to pick up some more glue again, dab it down onto the peach pie one, and you can glue them on, no problem at all, and you don't end up with ink everywhere. Glue everywhere. Bam. Okay. So we have our two pieces on there. Super, super cute. Ready to go. All right. Now, of course, we're going to need ribbon. Like, you all know me. We need ribbon. So let's bring in my peach pie ribbon. Oh, is it not here? It's up here. Okay. we'll bring in the peach pie ribbon because it's the new in color ribbon. Now, if you are interested in getting the in colors, but you don't want to be getting having a huge outlay to start off with, my in color club that I'm running at the moment, and there is a link in the description of this video and in the show more box down below on YouTube, and it's also in the description of the video. Yeah, Sue said, "Here comes the bow." You are right. Here comes the bow. It is looking gorgeous in peach pie, isn't it? Yes, I do believe, Kayla, it is very good. So I think I'm going to add a little bit of ribbon down the bottom here because we've got to work out a sentiment yet. So let's see what sentiment we've got in here. The best is yet to come. Thank you for your kindness. Sending love. Celebrate you. I like this. The best is yet to come. We might do that. And I might use just a circle punch for that, I think. Hopefully I've got some circle punches in here and they're not all out in my craft room. All right, so let's add some Seal Plus onto the back to add our ribbon. Kayla asked me, was I devastated with all the ribbon that's retiring? And I said, nope, there's new ribbon coming. I'm always happy when there's new ribbon. All right, so we have wrapped our ribbon, our ribbon around. And we'll cut that off. Okay, so we've got that. So let's just pop that up onto our card layer and we'll leave our ribbon there because we're going to want to tie our bow in a little bit. Now, I'm going to grab some dimensionals and we will pop some dimensionals on the back. Ribbon addict. Well, you know, they are calling me the bow lady from Bow Desert, Kayla. So apparently that's my nickname, the bow lady from Bow Desert. I actually had someone say that to me at on stage. Oh, it's the bow lady from Bow Desert. And I'm like, oh my, that is actually sticking to me. All right. So we've got dimensionals for on the back, and I'm going to use my handy dandy take your pick tool for removing these backings all in one go and keeping them neat and tidy in your craft room. You take your pick in, twist as you pull up. Stick and twist, stick and twist. That's sounding a little bit, maybe I might get censored on YouTube for saying something like that. Watch out, I've cracked myself up. Whoops. Okay, and then you collect them all in one go like that. You can pull them off your take your pick, put them in the garbage bin. And hopefully that may save quite a few of those dimensional backings getting everywhere. But we all know those pesky little things get in places that you can't believe. All right, so we're just going to, I'm going to stand up for this bit. So we're just going to hover above. I want it in the middle of the card, I think. So I'm just going to hover above and pop that down. Okay, so straight away we've got a gorgeous looking card already. How awesome is that? Oh, hey, Susan, thanks for joining. I didn't see. Did you join? Yep, just joined. Okay. Oh, my glue tip. So Susan's saying that, yes, your glue tip you taught me years ago, top tip. And it is a top tip, I'm telling you. You will never, ever have a drama with gluing ever again. All right. So let's bring in that sentiment that we're going to have. The best is yet to come. This one here. I'll pop that one on there. Now, I will just use a scrap piece of basic white. Let me see. This is from yesterday, so let's bring that scrap piece in. Okay, now the next question. Oh my God, are you going to make me stamp the sentiment in black or can I stamp it in peach pie? Tell me that. Can I stamp the sentiment in black or can I stamp it in peach pie? Or will we do one of each and work out what we're going to do? Let me see about circle punches. Do I have them in here? Lordy, lordy, lordy. I think my circle punches are not in here. Not the small ones that I want anyway. Oh, what's this one? 1 3/4, but that's probably still going to be too big. I wanted my 1 1/2 one. It's not in here. Anyway, We'll try the 1 3/4. Okay, here we go. We've got black, black, peach pie, black, 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 black. Oh, you're all saying black. You want me to, and someone's saying we'll do it by comparison. Okay. I still don't know. No, I thought maybe my circle punches might have been in here, but we will do 1 3/4 inches because that's all we can do, and then we'll do a 2-inch circle in behind. Okay, so let's do 1 in peach pie first. Sorry, but step in black. I don't know whether you are sorry, Michelle. Are you? No, I'm kidding. Okay, so let's do 1 in peach pie. Okay, and then we will do the other one. Oh, I could have done, hang on a minute. I could do this punch. Okay, well, I'm going to do a couple in peach pie. I'm going to do a couple in, I'm going to do that one over there. Because, oh, that one was a hopeless one. Let's try here. I'm going to try the oval punch. Will that go in there? Nope. I just thought I might try the oval punch. There's a big smudge there, so we can't do that anyway. I just thought I might try the oval punch with this. Oh, gotta love it, haven't you? Okay, let's go again. Let's try the oval punch. Because the oval punch is going, so I thought we might try that. Okay, let's try the round punch. And then I'll clean them off and I'll get into the, I could do something with this one. I have thought about if I have to use the 1 3/4. I have thought about what I can do there. Okay, let's try the black. Seeing you all want me to use black and get dirty. Trying to find, oh, there's my cleaner. All right, so let's try it in black. Okay, I'm gonna do the circle one first. There. Being a Brisbane girl, we call Beaudesert Bowie. So you are the bow lady from Bowie. Yep, Carol. Yeah. Everyone calls it Bowie. I haven't got to call it Bowie just yet. I don't know why. I just haven't. Yeah, I know a lot of people call it Bowie. Okay. Let's just cut this off so that we can start again. Sorry, I'm just trying to stamp this sentiment that I can use the this punch. Okay, yeah, if I stamp it down the bottom about here, I should be able to use the oval punch. Okay, now let's start punching out some contrast pieces so we can work out how we're going to do the sentiment. So we've got a few options here. We have black, circle, and oval. We have peach pie, circle, and oval. And then I'm going to do a peach pie scalloped oval. I'm going to do a black scalloped oval. And I'm going to grab I think I've got a 2-inch. Yes, I do. A 2-inch punch for black. And a 2-inch punch for peach pie. Okay. Let's go, people. Time for voting. Let's close this up so we don't get that all over us. All right, time for votes. Now, we have circle on black, black on black. We have peach pie on peach pie. Or we can do it the other way around. We can do it black on peach pie and peach pie on black. Okay. Or we can do the ovals. Same thing. Ovals, peach pie on black. Sorry, black on black. Peach pie on black. This is going to take some typing. Or the other way. Peach pie with peach pie or peach pie with black oval. Okay, what's your thoughts? Black on peach pie is my favorite. Okay, so Susan, I know that's how the bow thing started. Yep, bow lady from Bowie. Yep. The oval punch shape looks good with the shape of the die cuts. Peach pie is my favorite. Peach pie, black sentiment, peach pie oval, oval peach pie black, peach with black, peach pie on black. I do like peach pie on black. I do agree. I do like peach pie on black. I do like that because I think the black really brings out that black. Peach pie on black. Okay, so the next question is, I think what we're going to do is we're going to go peach pie on black. But the next question is, do we use circle or oval? So now just type in circle or oval. Hey, Dana. Hello. I can't believe we're going to see you so soon. Counting down the days. Dana, how many days until Mexico? Okay, everyone's saying oval. Okay, oval's got it. Everyone said oval, so we're going to go oval. All right, so let's get those layered up. So I'm going to add some dimensionals underneath my sentiment. Why not? We can pop this baby up. We can have it 10 layers high. All right, so we've got peach pie on the oval, like so. And we've got that there. Then I'm going to put, obviously, do I put the sentiment over here and the bow here? Okay. I'm really making you work hard this morning, aren't I, everyone? Okay, so are we going to do it right or left? I'm going to put a bow. You all know I'm going to put a bow. Hang on, we'll grab the bow so we can have a real educated guess. 19 days. 19 days. Just a couple of weeks to go, baby. That is it. Can't wait. I actually booked, when are you going to the pyramid, Jenna? I'm going, what day am I going? The 1st, I think. The 1st of May. I'm going to the pyramid. What day are you going? I've booked and paid my fee for that. Bows, winkies, and sparkles on everything. Yeah, that's me, Sue. You know me too well. Okay, so we're going to have a bow. So we've got our bow. Donna says middle. Well, you're definitely on the fence, aren't you? There's no left or right with Donna. She's like middle of the range, so you don't have to make the decision. Okay, so to the left, sounds like a dance, or to the right. To the left or to the right. So Jill's telling me bow left. Right, bow left. So Daryl's saying right and bow left. That way or this way? Bow left. Everyone's saying bow left. So everyone's saying this way. This way. Now left. Bow right. Oh, Lynn, you do this to me. Bow left. I mean, everyone's gone bow left, bow left. I know Sandra did say bow right. Bow on the left, bow on the left. Everyone said bow on the left, so it's gonna have to be that way. Sorry. All right, so let's add some dimensionals. And Barbara's adding a bit more in there, under. Changed my mind, left. Oh dear. All right, so let's pop this baby on here like that on our dimensionals. Then we're going to grab a glue dot for this one. So yesterday, I'll tell you what I did yesterday. So yesterday, my day was pretty action-packed. I wanted to go and so because, as you know, I'm going to Mexico for my incentive trip. So I was talking to a friend of mine, and she was telling me about this awesome action camera that you can get called an Insta 360. And so Anaconda had them. And so I needed to get some aqua shoes because where we're going to be wet all day, every day by the sounds of it. So, and I'm just going to glue this down now straight onto our card. And so I had to get some aqua shoes, and Anaconda was supposedly the stockist of this Insta 360 camera. So I set off yesterday I needed some blinds for my craft studio because I had blinds all down one side and down the end of my craft studio, but I needed blinds down the other side, and Spotlight had a sale. Look how pretty that's come up. Isn't that gorgeous? I couldn't have got better if I tried. I think I'm going to use these new in color. These ones are called in color shimmer gems because I just want something a little bit softer and lighter on this. We have to do the inside too. So let's get into the inside because we haven't done that yet. So what I want to do is bring a little bit of the front of the card to the inside of the card. Yeah, sometimes you do just have to take another look. All right, so I'm going to, with my aqua painter, I'm going to grab my peach pie again, and I'm going to add a little bit of color on the inside. Actually, you know what? If you don't have aqua painters, I'm going to show you something else that we can do. Let's see if I've got a blending brush that will be the right color. Let's try this one. Yep, this one will be fine. Okay, so I'm going to blend on the inside just to give you a different scope on how we can do this. So I'm going to use my peach pie, and I'm going to blend down in this bottom corner with my peach pie. Okay. And with blending brushes, honestly, take your time. Don't rush it. Just take your time with your blending. It's the best way to get the best effect with your blending brushes is just to be very patient. Take your time in doing the blending. All right, so we've just done a little bit of blending with a blending brush with our peach pie. And then I'm going to, once again, with this black ink that you know I don't like using, we're going to ink up that stamp again. And I'm actually just going to stamp just a little bit down in that bottom corner. Okay, look at that. Now, how pretty is that to bring some of the front to the inside? So if you didn't want to do the watercolor, if you didn't have watercolor paper and you didn't want to do the watercolor background, you could actually do blending in place of it and get a similar look. Okay, now I'm going to let that dry for a bit before I touch it because you know me, I'll end up with ink everywhere. So the best is yet to come. Do we need anything else on the inside? Thank you for your kind sending love during this season of growth. Ooh, that sounds good, doesn't it? Sending love during this season of growth. That sounds like it definitely goes with the front. Sending love during this season of growth. Now, to save me being very devastated if I wreck this, I'm going to use peach pie ink rather than black ink. And we're going to ink up that sentiment, and we're going to pop that on the inside. Sending love during this season of growth. And that is as crooked as. Okay, let's straighten that up. we're gonna cheat here a little bit. Oh, there's a scrap. See how crooked I did that? We don't want that in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to do it like that, and we're going to take our punch so that we never have a crooked sentiment. Look at that. If you struggle with straight stamping sentiments straight, my suggestion is do it on a circle, because then you can put it in there and look, it's straight. Now, I got a mess on that again. It's actually not ink. It was gold embossing powder off my floor because I haven't vacuumed it up from yesterday. All right, so we can fix that problem. See that? Definitely you can fix the problem by just adding a punched sentiment in there. So let's grab some glue and we'll put that over that crooked sentiment. So there you go. There's another crafty tip. If you stamp something crooked, you can always fix it by sticking something over the top. Look at that. Done. No one would ever know that we made a mistake. They would just think that that's a fancy way of putting the sentiment in there. All right. I probably could have put, yeah, Beryl, I didn't see your comment soon enough. I could have put it on a peach pie circle and made it look very much like it should have been in there, but all good. All right, so there we have the inside of our card, looking stunning. The outside of our card. Let's grab some of these gorgeous embellishments to bling it up, because we all love the bling. Now, just remember, if you want to get your hands on this, the stamp set is reduced to $22. The awesome dies, which I've got one sitting over here, still out of the packet. The awesome dies for this set are reduced to $31.50. So for $53.50, you will be able to get the stamps and the dies to create this card. And if you wanted to go the peach pie, then my suggestion would be to join my team. And by joining my team, you are able to put some of the brand new in-color products and some of the pre-order products out of the brand new annual catalog into your starter kit. So I'm just going to pop my join my team up there. Oops, wrong one. Hang on. Join my team up there. Okay. So if you were interested in joining my team, you can use the QR code there. There is also a link in the show more box down below. If you are interested in getting your crafting products at a discounted price, then by all means reach out to me. I would be more than happy to help you see if the decision would be the right fit for you. So, and honestly, there is absolutely nothing to be scared about, because it is a great opportunity of getting your products at a cheaper price, and also by joining a crafty community like my Wild Heart Crafters. So if you're interested in that, please reach out to me. If you wanted to give me a phone call and have a bit of a talk and see if it might be the right fit for you, then by all means, please let me see. I can pop my phone number up here. Where's my phone number? There's my phone number there. Okay, so if you wanted to give me a call and talk about joining my team, possibly, then by all means, please make sure you give me a call. I would be more than happy to answer any questions you may have. If it's the right fit for you, you can join for all different purposes. But it's a great time to join right now. Okay, so thank you for hanging out with me. Be a discount diva or even more. Exactly. The perfect way to get your supplies at a regular discount. Woo woo. That is exactly it. Because you can purchase all your crafting supplies and have a 20% discount, and you'll be guaranteed 20% discount from now right through until the end of October, no matter what. Is it that way? April, May, June, July, August, September, October. Yes. So the end of October, no matter what you spend, you will be guaranteed 20% discount from now until the end of October, which is a really awesome deal. So thank you everyone for hanging out with me today. Also, if you wanted to shop for any of the discounted items, then by all means you can hit that QR code up there, or you can see the link in the show more box down below. I have an in color club happening. If you want to be a part of the in color club, that you collect all 5 colors, all the products in each color over a period of 5 months. It's a great way to spread out your spending. By all means, there is a link in the show more box down below that you can actually click on the link and subscribe to that. I also have Creative Card Club. Last day today to join my Creative Card Club, which is a monthly rolling subscription that you get a quarter pack of paper, a full pack of embellishments, a length of ribbon, cardstock to make 8 cards, and a printed PDF tutorial every month delivered to your doorstep. It is a great way to help you with your creativity, and it's a great way to be a part of some crafting each month. So today is the last day to actually register for that for April. The link is also in the show more box down below. So if you've been thinking about joining my Creative Card Club, you need to join. It's an awesome thing to be a part of. Plus, I am doing paper shares with a new catalog as well. So thank you everyone for hanging out with me today, and I will see you all again at 8:15 tomorrow morning right here, same time, same place. See you all again soon. Bye for now. Have a great day.